This video deals with the GRE quantitative section. A few problems in number theory in algebra are discussed. A train leaves from A to B, traveling 240 miles per hour at 3 p.m. 10 minutes later, a train leaves from B to A, traveling 160 miles per hour. If A and B are 300 miles apart, at what time will the trains pass each other? Let the trains meet at x miles from A. So from B it would be 300 minus x miles because they are 300 miles apart. We make use of the formula that speed is distance by time. So time would be distance by speed. So time taken to go from A to the point of meeting would be x by 240 because from A to B the train is traveling at 240 miles per hour. Time taken to go from B to the point where they meet would be 300 minus x by 160 because train B is traveling at 160 miles per hour. And the difference in time between A and B is 10 minutes. So when the trains are moving towards each other, we get the equation as x by 240 minus 10, converting the 10 to r, 10 minutes to r, minus 10 by 60 would be 300 minus x by 160. So we get the equation x by 240 plus 300 minus x by 160 is 10 by 60. Simplifying, we get x as 2940 by 15. So time taken, time is again distance by speed. So it is 2940 by 15. For substituting here, it would be 2940 by 15 into 240, which is 49 by 60. And going back to the problem, they start at 3 p.m. So the trains meet at 3:49 p.m. Now twin primes are consecutive primes with one even number between them. Which of the following pairs of numbers are twin primes? 1 and 3. 1 and 3 has a prime, even prime 2 between them. 3, 5 also has one even number between them. So 1, 3 and 3, 5 are the answers. Compare the two quantities. A, least prime number greater than 24. B, greatest prime number less than 28. Least prime number greater than 24 is 29 and greatest prime number less than 28 would be 23. So quantity A is greater. Compare the two quantities again. A is 2 raised to n and B is n squared. If n is 2, A is 2 squared which is 4 and B is 2 squared which is 4, so the quantities are equal. If n is 3, A is 2 cubed which is 8 and B is 3 squared which is 9. So here A is less than B. So the relationship cannot be determined from the information given. What is the range of the prime factors of x where x is 275? 275 can be factorized into primes as 5 squared into 11. Now range is biggest number minus smallest number, that would be 11 minus 5 which is 6. If A is the greatest common divisor of 64 and 14 and B is the least common multiple of 16 and 52, then find A plus B. 64 is 2 raised to 6 and 14 is 2 into 7. This is how you factorize them into primes. So greatest common divisor of both 64 and 14 is 2. And LCM would be 208. So A plus B would be 2 plus 208 which is 210. What is the least common multiple of 3, 4x, 5y, 6xy, 10y? Taking the numbers, LCM of 3, 4, 5, 6 and 10 is 60 and between the variables x and y the LCM is xy. So the least common multiple would be 60xy. Question 8. If n star is 32 minus n, compare the two quantities n star star and n. Now n star star would be 32 minus n star. N star is 32 minus n. So 32 minus n star would be 32 minus in bracket 32 minus n which is n. So the two quantities are equal.